Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry about the low light situation currently. I want to get a better light for this in the future, but I just didn't really have time for this. So I do have a light. It's just like a small lamp, though. So nothing too crazy. How's everybody doing? It's been so long since I've live streamed. I feel so bad for taking so long, but if you read the title, I moved, so this is my new bedroom. It's a bit smaller than, it's a bit smaller than the work area that I wanted before. But that's mostly because I have a roommate now, but I was able to fit this little like computer setup / live stream area in my bedroom, and at the moment, this is what we're looking at here. So I got all 3 cameras still set up. This is my my one light I have. And yeah, we vibing. How's everybody? Hey, thank you. Starpox, yo, welcome. Not the Real Maniac. Hi everybody. House tour. I might do that later. At the moment, I only have webcams set up, so I can't show you the living room, but I got a bunch of stuff set up out there, though I got a bit more to do, if that works. Yeah. So, we are back with the David Mimic. Haven't worked on this guy in a few months, I'm pretty sure. Months? Yeah, it's been months, I guess. Yeah, so he's just a little fella. And I'm hoping to get a bit more done on him today. I have a few ideas on what we could work on. I kind of want to work on his arms, mostly. Yeah, every When Fate Comes Knocking chapter, I'm in a new house. That's so real. I keep moving, but, low-key, I was in my previous place the longest out of all of them. But yeah, it's kind of funny that way. Oh, you love my outfit. Thank you so much, Rose. Ashley Cat. A silly clown B9C, you're a big fan of mine. Oh, thank you for the support. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna, when we start here, kind of glue this wire down. I'm not really a big fan of the back of his head currently, so I think I'm gonna work on that later. But, at the moment, I plan on kind of shortening this, because I feel like I made it too tall, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll go from there. Let me swap this to headphones. Nope. 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 Here we go. Wait. I still have to reset up all of my streaming. There it is, that one. So, or wait, this one? Oh, whatever. We'll figure something out. These, I really need to label these. Oh, no, that's not it. I need to label these better. What happened is I labeled them once, and then I changed which webcam was which, and now it's all screwy. Okay, we're just gonna stick with this one for now. Yeah, I'm gonna re-glue some of these things down on his face here. I see a big comment. Let me try to read that. I'm a slow reader, so I apologize. Ooh, have I ever thought about making the original official scenes from the games? Like an example being the Springlock failure or one of the chases in Secret of the Mimic. Ooh. You know, I haven't really thought about that too much, but now that you mention it, it would be quite fun to attempt to do something like that. Alright, I'm gonna glue these behind here. Just so that it's out of the way. Don't know why I said it like that, but you know. Hey, FNAF Glitch 3830, welcome. I'm the only YouTuber that's moved so much. Damn. Yeah, probably. Life be like that sometimes. Okay, so what should I talk about? There's a few things. To my anime nerds out there, any of you guys keeping up with My Hero Academia Vigilantes? Season 2 officially just started, and the first episode, delicious. It's peak shit. Highly recommend. Oh, you liked the End of the Pit one? Yeah, that was one of my favorites, low-key. Or it still is. I dropped my hot glue stick. Ugh. Yeah, I really liked that one. Cause, like, it just fit the Pennywise vibe so well, you know? Like, oh my god. You're watching FNAF the Musical? Classic. Truly ahead of its time. It would be fun to try to do something to reference more Secret of the Mimic stuff, because I know some people didn't really care for that game, but like genuinely that game was cool. I really liked it, and like I don't know, it'd be fun to do more with in that like try not to blind you guys. You can see your comments right here. Here, let me turn that. There we go. So this is kind of an accident, but since this piece is soft foam and that I glued it to this top mouthpiece, it kind of bends up a little bit when he opens his mouth in the middle there, you see? Where it goes like right here kind of bends up just because they're kind of, this one's connected and these aren't, so I think that's kind of a cool effect. I will say, Nurse Dolly, the like chase sequence and music and stuff, absolute cinema, peak shit. At least from somebody who hasn't played the games and has only watched a shit ton of playthroughs. Oh. Well, thanks, Starpox. That's really cool. You should totally keep making stuff. I find it's very fun and sometimes even therapeutic to just build a thing randomly. So, I highly recommend it. And I always try to remind people that practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, and that's okay. because practice makes improvement, and that's what everybody strives for. Or at least, in my opinion, everybody should strive for improvement. You know? Should you make a Lolbit cosplay? Yo, that would be sick. If you do, you gotta tag me in like a post on Twitter so I can see it. Also, is the audio all good, guys? Because I had to like reset up everything today, so I didn't want to, I don't know if the audio is crazy. Yo! Oh my goodness, thank you for the 50. I got a question. You worked on When Fate Comes Knocking for a while now. Are you going to be making any other original series? And money is for the budget and some coffee, you goofy human. Also, thank you. Oh, also thank you. You very inspired me to make creations of my own. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Foundry Anchor, thank you. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. Let's see. So, am I planning on making any other original series? Well, here's the thing. Yes and kind of no. I don't want to spoil anything, but like, if you're familiar with the works of like Stephen King, with like his Dark Tower series, and how that's kind of the like, basically, without going like spoilery, it's like When Fate Comes Knocking is the like Dark Tower series of like my stuff. Like, it's kind of connected to all of it, just because of how meta the series is. And like, I'm trying to think of how to describe this without going too crazy, but like, I do want to make some more original stuff. I recorded a horror short that I was working on for a while, and unfortunately some of the files got corrupted, so I had to postpone that for a while. And then I started working on the music video. But I still have majority of the files for that horror short. And I plan on finishing it eventually. Though it's not really, I guess if you want to get technical, it's a Poppy Playtime horror short that I've been working on for a long time. I guess it's not technically original, though, you know, I think one of the newest, like, original things, now that I'm thinking about it, if you, like, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, I sometimes post, like, cosplay pics and stuff, and I modified the Life Modem Broadcast Network TV head character into a newish, like, yellow design, and I named her Sunny, like Sunni. And I guess that's technically an OC, so that's original. I do want to change her design a little bit, and then maybe even try to draw a little bit of fan art sometime, just to sort of get like an idea of what she would look like. I literally have no lore for her or anything. Like, it's just like a really cute design that I've been working on. Though I might make some lore for her down the line. Yeah. Also, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is a massive Not sure why my... Wait. Oh. Is it working? Oh. Is it working? Oh. Okay, I'm just dumb. I thought I had a really big delay, but my preview just wasn't lined up. Never mind. Let me read some of these comments. I was rambling a little bit. Audio's fine. Cool. You'll be right back. Okay. Yeah. I feel I'm getting close to solving the shells, but at the same time, not close. Okay. If you like, you can make Plush Trap or the Plush Trap Chaser. Low key, I was kind of thinking about that, because I found my original Plush Trap clay figurine, and I was like, I wonder if I could modify this to make like a little Plush Trap Chaser, maybe. Maybe that'll be a later live stream or something. Let's see. Sky, I feel like the gold rings and When Fate Comes Knocking would have the blaster... Oh, I can't read. Would have the blaster have 3 cannons and the blade hand would be a big sword. Ooh. That would be cool. Kind of like how there's like the silver knife hand thing, but you're saying it should be like a golden blade kind of thing. That would be pretty cool. Let's see. He looks like a duck. Quack. Wait. Quack, quack. Do I have any bread? I do not. I have a bag of Lego tiles. Mmm, delicious. Oh. He's dead. Okay. Let me read a couple more comments and then I'll get back to working on him. Again, thank you so much for the donation, Foundry Anchor. That's awesome. Yeah. You're making a FNAF Lego build? That's awesome. I love, like, FNAF and, like, Legos and stuff. And I wish they had slightly better, sets. Like, nothing against the McFarlane ones. Pretty sure they were McFarlane. Did they cancel those? I forget. But, like, they were a little janky. I don't think they're canceled yet, to be honest. I swear I saw some of those, like, Glamrock McFarlane Lego ones, like building block toys, somewhere recently. So I don't think that's, any of that. Ooh, my own take on Fredbear. I remember somebody had commented that before. That might have been you. And low-key, I was thinking about it, and it would be quite fun to do a Fredbear. Not like a necessarily like Death Trap style Fredbear, but like something in like similar creepiness vein, like to kind of go along with the like OC Death Trap Yellow Rabbit one. If I made like some sort of Fredbear puppet or like floating head, to kind of like the FNAF 2 Golden Freddy, where he just sort of appears mostly as just a big floating head, but like make it like an OC version. That would be pretty cool. Okay, where was I? Okay, we were going to mod this arm. So let me swap this so you can see both. Was top and nope, top, nope. Wait. That one. Okay. So, currently, the two arms just sort of swing independently, and I have these hinge pieces attached to both sides, mostly so that when I turn the little gear on the back that makes his arm go. Once I have the rest of his arm and his little hand, he should be hopefully able to kind of do like a little wave. So that's the goal with that. But since I was looking at the Mimic a bit more recently, like his arms are different. So my thought is I'm going to replace this one right here with this Technic pen piece, essentially. And my thought was if I replace that, I could make his arm do like the, like, say this was his arm. Instead of it being straight down like this, I could have him hold it over, and I wanted to make a tiny little, what's his name? The white tiger plushie. I want to make a tiny little white tiger plushie that I could magnetize to his little arm. And then if I wanted to take that off, I could take that and then rotate his hand forward. So it would still be like bent at the quote elbow, but I would be able to kind of have it so that he could rotate it this way, and hold the little tiger plushie, but then still kind of have both arms move independently. So that's the current plan. All that to say, that's the current plan. Yeah. Did Sky just say again? Oh my gosh! Ooh. You're gonna log off? Okie dokie. Thanks for tuning in, Demonic Barbie. See you around. Have a good night. Ooh, the FNAF 1 Office and Darkest Desires. I still own that, and it's probably one of my favorite background model pieces. Low-key, I spent so long on that thing. Trying to make it look really good, and it was worth it. It was worth spending a long time on. Okay, I'm gonna just... Sorry, kid. Remember, the sound effects make it better. So, game plan. He's gonna glue this like that. You know, actually, if I take this wood dowel rod out, I have an idea. This might be smarter in the long run. If I could just... Get out of there! Whoa! Just throwing knives, don't mind that. Remember, kids, stay safe. Basically, when I had put the first piece in, I took a little wooden dowel rod and stuck it in there to give it a bit more stability. So we're just sort of opening that up. I was thinking if I could just glue that like this, I wouldn't even need a second one. Like if I just glued the pin directly into the socket there. Could work quite well, actually. So I think I'm gonna attempt this. Ooh, yeah, I could maybe 3D print the model, but the current plan is to actually make one out of foam clay. So that's the current plan. But yeah, I could totally see somebody making like a 3D printed mini plushie for him. You want to recreate my style for your own videos? That's so cool. Well, I'm flattered. uh, yeah, I mean, I just make stuff I like, and sometimes other people also like it, so if you like what I like, you'll probably like what I make. So it kind of just works out. There you go. My goal is to not mess it up, so we'll see how well that works. That should work pretty well overall. Also, I was thinking I might take a few like creative liberties with his design. I mean, I technically already have, but I think I might do a few others just to kind of make him look a little bit more like one of my like OCs, just because like y'all know the way I like to weather stuff with black paint and things. I think I'm gonna do that with him when he's all done. But now that that's in there, I'll let that hot glue dry. We should be able to just sort of rotate that. So, plan for his hand here is I have these extra claw piece things that used to go to one of those extendo hands, if that makes sense. Clip, clip. Now, obviously, this is way too big, but he's got these little pinholes here. So my thought is I could connect these there through that pinhole, like this, and then chop off these extra segments, and then I would have his little 3-fingered claw arm for this side, if that makes sense. And we could see how that looks. So I think that's what we'll do next. Ooh, lots of people are commenting. Let me try to read some of these. Opinion on the Walton Files. I'll be so real. I have never seen it, and the only thing I know is that the bunny character is really creepy. I've never actually seen it though. It's mostly one of those like VHS style kind of things, right? The Walton Files. You're not technically anymore? No technically filming. You have a great idea for when fate comes knocking? Ooh, you're saying they could like fuse together to become like another like larger powerful character? Like the twins? Oh, that'd be cool. Have I ever thought about making one of the prototype Springlock suits? Not really. Though I will say the... what's it called? The like mimic amalgamation costume of like all of the old like suits from the FNAF 1 era. That design is so freaking cool. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, I swear I had brought out some kind of pen or wire. I think I'm gonna have to run out to the other room and check my drawer real fast, so stay tuned. I will be back hopefully within like 30 seconds, but we'll find out. Okay, we are back. I had to go get a, well, this used to be a paper clip, but I'm gonna use this as the little, pin piece, pin bar thing. Wait, which one was it? Would it just be easier to have all three on? What do you guys think? Is all three too much, or do you guys like having all three on? I've been trying to stick with just two, but what are you guys' thoughts on having all three? Like, is that fun or too much? So, let's see. This one, the pen doesn't go all the way through, so I think I'm gonna glue it into that one. Like, top down, like this. Then I want it to be straight. Ooh, I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about. I know, I already talked about Vigilante Season 2, but Episode 1 is really good, and I'll just put it this way, I freaking adored the Season 1 intro song for Vigilantes. Like, I listen to it on Spotify still, like, on loop at work. And, like, it just goes so good. But the Season 2 intro is also pretty decent. No, I won't spoil nothing. But it's cool. I like it. We're working on a mask of a redesigned pit trap. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna use these scissors to snip this a little. There we go. So, next, actually, have as many screens as you want as long as Sona's dancing in the corner. Hell yeah. She's vibing. She's just like, I love it. Alright, so the plan, let's see, this one. Be like this. Ta-da! And then that should give the little, like a cute version of the three finger hand here. What inspired me to make my original When Fate Comes Knocking series? Well, I mean, it's kind of turned into its own thing over the years, but when I first started making it, like chapter 1, I'll be real, the thing that kind of inspired the idea was a date with Markiplier. Like, I knew what a choose your own adventure was, like, in the book, like, as for, like, a book, but I'd never seen it in, like, a YouTube video format, and I just thought that was so cool. Now I have to make all the small ones. I guess I could say this is kind of like a FNAF World mimic, now that I'm thinking about it. FNAF World mimic. Yeah, there we go. See, he's got his little claw. The claw. So, as you can see, these pieces are kind of hollow. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna fill these with hot glue, but... Oh, you donated again? Thank you. $10. Foundry Anchor. Goofy Human. I made a DVD of When Fate Comes Knocking, chapters 1 and 2, so I can watch it on a DVD player. Oh, wait, you posted that in the Discord, right? I saw that. That was so cool. Like, unironically, that's freaking awesome. Like, genuinely, such a cool idea. Oh, thank you. FNAF World Refreshed? Is that... Okay, so I haven't really kept up with FNAF World. I did see that Dako made a video on it recently, but I haven't watched it yet. So I don't know if it's like a fan game or not. Is it just like a fan game? There's I swear his video thumbnail was like, they added cutscenes to FNAF World or something like that. I meant to watch it, but I've just been busy. Like, you know, moving. Firmly grasp it. Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna glue this to this first, and then trim it after. So basically, I'm making it into a little box so the hot glue won't melt out. Ah! There we go. See? Oh. Yeah. I really need to get another light for in here. Just because this one, it's very round. You could actually see the, like, sphere it makes. It's like a spotlight. Wait. Like... Someone screenshot that. Oh my goodness. Where were you on the night of the blah 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 blah? It's an interrogation. No, officer. I don't know what you're talking about, officer. That's funny. I just need to get another one so that whenever I go to like show the camera something, it doesn't get like dark, because like over here you can kind of see it, like, but then I move it closer and it's just like black void. So I just need like a secondary light. I would turn on my bedroom light, but low-key, it's too bright with my bedroom light in here. I like the vibe with it being like a little darker. Maybe I'll try to put up some like LED lights or something, that, because I used to have a set in my old place. Like, I kind of want to recycle those. Okay. So we're just filling this with hot glue carefully to kind of make it a solid piece. So that'll take a second to dry. But while we wait, we'll do the same to the other ones. interrogations are just therapy, but they hurt your eyes more for no reason. That's true. Yeah. You get it. There we go. Oh, trying not to knock that over, or else I will be very sad, because the hot glue will dry funky. It's not the end of the world if it does, because I could always use my heat gun, but it is not what I want to do, because that's a pain. Yo. There we go. Let that sit. I kind of like the vibe with the 3 cameras, to be honest. It feels more unique. Maybe I'll change the setup a little bit so the webcam one is a little smaller in the corner or something. But I kind of like having all 3 on, because then I don't really have to worry about like flipping through them. It might just save time, you know. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way. I realize I haven't really live streamed in a hot minute just because I had to move, and then I was gonna stream, I want to say the day before Christmas. Do I want the DVD? Oh, you don't have to keep donating. Thank you. You could just ask. Do I want the DVD? I understand if you say no, just need to fix the labeling. I mean, I don't have a P.O. box, but maybe we could figure something out on how to get you to... It'd be cool. I mean, if you're willing to mail it to me, we could maybe work something out. Cause that's like a really cool, like, thing in my opinion. Having like a subscriber make like a DVD copy that's of like, I don't want to necessarily call it my life's work, but like some of my favorite projects. That, I mean, yeah, that would be really cool. Here, you're in the Discord, right? Message me in the Discord and we can try to figure out something. I can maybe set up like a temporary P.O. box or something. There we go. Like I said, since it's literally like a block of hot glue, it's gonna take a while to cool down. You can kind of see the ends here is going opaque a little bit. I guess you can't, but the ends here are beginning to go opaque, so it's gonna dry. Or I keep saying dry, but with hot glue, it's more like it just cools down. So yeah, but it'll fill up, and then I can connect all of them, and we can attach it to his little arm here. So in the meantime, let's see. I want to make his arm a little longer. I'm going to do a bad thing that Lego fans will cringe at. Did you know you can use an X-Acto knife and just remove the stud off of a Lego? Though, in my defense, this is technically off-brand, so you guys shouldn't get mad at me. Every time I modify something, I'm always thinking of that time I trashed a expensive figurine by accident. I didn't realize it was a rare one, and I put him on the blob, and people were so mad at me in the comments over it, and I was like, ooh, my bad, guys. It was so funny though. Low-key looking back on it, it was so funny. Okay, I realize I need to grab a couple popsicle sticks. Unfortunately, I said this at the top of the stream, my bedroom's a bit smaller than my previous place. So if you're familiar with my live streams, normally I have a set of drawers that have what's the word? Extra parts and plastic things and popsicle sticks and stuff. That's just in the living room now. So I'm gonna run out there and grab a couple things. So stay tuned. I will be right back. Woo, I'm back. Alright, so I just needed to grab some popsicle sticks. Let's see here. So, I'm going to attach these right here so that he can hold the little plushie, hopefully. I need a reference photo. It's funny, I don't have one pulled up. Let me... David. Mimic. FNAF. There he is. Okay, yeah, that should work. Oh my god, we've been going for 52 minutes already? Dude, I guess maybe I've been wanting to live stream for a while and just haven't been able to. So I guess today's live stream just feels like it's going really fast. This is fun though. I'm glad that I'm glad that I'm streaming again. I kind of missed it, low-key, like for real. Let's glue this here. gonna do it kind of at an angle slightly rather than being perfectly 90 degrees. 90 degrees. I'm putting it at like a slight angle so that he can like with the little tiger rock, is that his name? Tiger Rock? I couldn't think of it earlier. The little white tiger rock. David's your middle name? That's cool. I would watch out for big ass trucks and don't play in parking lots. Just so you know, I feel like you don't want to tempt fate with that one. So it's a little close for comfort, name-wise. I'm just messing. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to take these. I'm gonna just glue it in the middle here for stability. Actually, I think I'm gonna glue this here first, and then we'll go from there. Who's Tiger Rock if that's not his name? His name is what tiger? Is Tiger Rock like the book version? Is that what I'm thinking of? Like, I love Five Nights at Freddy's, but like I will be the first one to say yes, it is incredibly convoluted. And I probably I know I'm not the only one to agree with that sentiment. Alright. Feel these little fingers. Alrighty. Pop those like this. I think if I was to attach that trying to think what would be the best way to attach this real fast. I want him to hold the plushie. How does he hold it? 2 fingers in front. Okay. So it would need to be like this somehow. Okay. Probably bend this piece up and around and attach something to that? Question mark? Let's think really hard here for a second. I need to brain blast up in this. Brain blast. I need to get a couple more little pieces of paper out, but I think I'm gonna glue these over this section and then poke the hole just so that there's no like dip in there, you know, because there's a little bit of a dip. Like I could keep filling that with hot glue, but I feel like it would just be easier if I glue this on there and then go from there. I think I'm gonna do that. So, let that cool down. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. Do the same for this. Is this long enough? Oof, just barely. Okay. Oop. Get off of there. Alright. Did this work for the last one, maybe? Maybe. Just pre-poke it. That's close enough. LOL, like Lolbit from the popular hit franchise video game Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, and or Ultimate Custom Night, and or like 4 other ones, I suppose. Yo, huge fan. Oh, well, thank you. The Nerd of Fandoms 5. Dyslexia moment. The Nerd of Fandoms 815. Thanks for the support. That means a lot. Bye, Val Warp. Thanks for tuning in. Is Fetch evil or following his programming? I want to say Fetch might be following his programming. I haven't watched a recap video of that story in a hot minute. I want to say it was kind of just like he was just sort of being like a weird protective, like, glitchy thing. Like, I think that was the problem. Like, he got, like, his programming was defective or something. That's my guess, at least right now, without going back and double checking. I used to have a Fetch figure, but I'll be so real, that one was rough, and not in the fun way. Rough, like as a dog, more like as actual garbage. Alright. Now, okay, this one I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I was not a fan of how that one had turned out. Maybe I'll try to make a new Fetch eventually. I want to do more Fazbear Frights related things too down the line, if possible. Like, I've got a lot of ideas for things. It's just a matter of making them and how long it takes and stuff. Yo, has anyone tried the new Monster flavor? They sold this at my work, like, recently. It's pretty good. It's called Punk Punch. It's like a fruit punch Monster flavor. I'm a big fan of fruit punch, so. Skywarp approved, not sponsored. Though I wish I was. Could you imagine if I got a sponsorship from Monster? I would be like, quick, send me all the white monsters. For no particular reason. Hey, Thanks, Foundry Anchor. Have a good night, and thanks so much again. Yeah, I'll try to contact you, or if you can like DM me on Twitter or somewhere about that DVD thing. That would be freaking epic. Alright, now comes the fun part of attaching these. So, let's put these like so. One, two, what am I doing? Oh no! Oh no! There we go. Guess I should have glued that down a little better. Oh no! It's happened again! There we go. Oh. Oh my goodness, thank you, Foundry. That's so sweet of you. Oh my goodness. I hope you're only donating stuff you can afford to donate. If you need the money for yourself, please don't feel obligated, but thank you so much for the donation. Okay, I think the easiest thing to do is to just glue this on the end here and bend it around, because then at least this middle one will still be free to swing, and it'll still do what I want. Yeah, some fabrics are really expensive. I usually go to Walmart or Meijer, though actually I don't think there's really many good fabric sections in Meijer, to be honest. Not 100% sure on that one. Don't quote me on that. Now we bend. Bend it again. Ta-da! We have the cloth! The cloth! So my thought is I'll put a little magnet, not necessarily in the hand, but in like his like arm, so that when it's lined up here, it should hopefully like magnetize, so the little white tiger plushie won't fall out of his little arm. Let's glue this. Officially glued. Yoink. I mean, you only found a brownish yellow sweater for my pit Bonnie. I mean, I'll be so real. I have totally gone to the thrift store and bought like jackets and or like sweaters that are like the colors I need fabric wise, and just like chopped them up for costumes in the past. So like that is totally a viable option if you're trying to craft on a budget, you know? Cause shit can get expensive fast. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But shit can get expensive fast. So it's best to kind of find little ways to save money here and there when it comes to that kind of thing, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to trim this just ever so slightly. Just so it doesn't... They kept catching on the little wire piece, so I just had to trim it a little bit. Ooh, you guys know what game I've been playing again recently? Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo! That game is my childhood, and it's so peak. I know it's not perfect, but like, the nostalgia, so good. And like, you guys know I did like a live stream series of that, so like replaying it since then and like thinking about all the times I was like, oh, I remember this level, I spent 3 live streams on this level. And I'm like, okay, let's skip that one, and so on. I just think it's really funny. Yeah, if you do go to the thrift store to get like fabric and stuff, I highly recommend purchasing some decent fabric scissors if you're planning on chopping up different types of fabric, because like if you have dull scissors and you're trying to chop up fabric, it can be way more of a hassle than like you would think. So I recommend having like a pair of specifically fabric shears. Fabric shears. Like, these ones I don't cut paper or cardboard or plastic with, but these ones I do. So it's like, because that would dull these out really fast. But these are like hefty, so kind of designed for cutting through difficult things. Speaking of, I think I'm gonna trim this a little shorter and then find a way to attach this wire to it. Maybe I should have left it be a little long, let it be a little longer, but that's fine. There we go, I think. Yeah. Plus, once I have it attached, you guys can kind of see there, he'll be able to kind of hold his hand up and be like, just because of the angle. You gotta go. Thanks for distracting you from homework and anxiety. Well, Gray Rat, thanks for tuning in. I hope your homework isn't too difficult for today. And I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thanks for swinging by. Ooh, Toy Chica or Mangle. I'll be so real. Like, I know it's like a meme to be like, ooh, Toy Chica and all that stuff. But like since the FNAF 2 movie came out, Toy Chica has low-key kind of skyrocketed to one of my favorite toy animatronics. It used to be Toy Bonnie, like design-wise, but then like since the FNAF movie and they made it so like, I won't say spoilers just in case, but like there's a thing having to do with her endoskeleton that I think is really cool that they use for like the plot. And I just think it's a cool like change / confirmation of certain facts. And it kind of just made me really like Toy Chica more as like a character, if that makes sense. Even though, like, spoilers, we know there's only one ghost at that location in the movie universe. But still, my point still stands. My point still stands, in my personal opinion. I can independently confirm that I am always correct. I realize I left my door open, so my roommate can probably hear me rambling. But she's cool with it. Okay, I gotta attach this to something. Let me... just be easiest to do it with a little piece of cardboard. Yes. Yeah. You'll be messaging me on Instagram? Okay. I will try to check that. I think if I can do this at like a slight angle, it would be best. I need him to be, there needs to be enough space here for the little Tiger Rock plush. So I just gotta keep that in mind. I think I got it. I got it in my brain. Ooh. I will say, however, Mangle has always been and will forever be one of the coolest, just like Five Nights at Freddy's character designs, just period. The Mangle, peak design from Scott Cawthon, right off the bat. Like, I'll give him that. The Mangle is a freaking... Dude, back when FNAF 2 first came out, the Mangle freaking terrified me. Like, the way it hung on the roof and stuff. It was so cool, dude. Yeah, so the current plan, I think, is I'm going to fill one of these little corrugation slots with hot glue, and then poke that in there. So it'll be attached at the bottom, but not at the top here, but it should hopefully look like it is. And yeah, so fingers crossed. Fingers. Here we go. Will, however, trim this just to be a little shorter. Perfect. Okay. Whew. Don't forget, kids, hot glue is hot. Ouch. Yeah, I'm alright. It's just a little warm. I'm just gonna let this cool while holding it for a sec, so that this stays how I want it to, hopefully. Ooh, Mangled. Ooh, I haven't heard that one in forever. The Mangled song, or is it just called Mangled? What is what actually is Pit Bonnie? Well, obviously it's never been officially confirmed, but I kind of always pictured it as like the evil incarnate of the pizzeria, and like all the agony and shit. Sort of like, I kind of like, this is debatable, but I kind of pictured the whole like pit trap thing back before like when the books were first coming out. I kind of pictured it as like almost like a metaphor sort of dealio, but now it's kind of considered to be like, oh, this actually happened because of the game and stuff. So I'm not sure if he's just supposed to be some sort of like evil remnant entity kind of thing, but I've kind of always sort of assumed he's like Pennywise almost, where he's like this evil monster trying to consume the souls of children, or however it works, you know? Like, that's kind of how I've always thought of it. Dude, I was about to say, yeah, if Blumhouse or like some other horror company or somewhere, though I will say Blumhouse would probably do it best, made like spin-off FNAF movies kind of based off of some of the books or whatever, that would be so cool. Like, this might be a long shot, but I personally think it would be so cool if in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the movie that hasn't come out yet but has been confirmed that it will, it's in production and so on. I hope there's at least something similar to how like Circus Baby was teased in the second one. Spoilers. But with the Mimic. Just like, I don't know if it would make sense at all, but it would just be cool to have like a little Easter egg of the Mimic somewhere. Like, I don't know. That's just me, maybe. For real though, the freaking Pit Trap or Into the Pit would make such a good horror series and or movie. Like I could see somebody making like a 2-part or 3-part miniseries based on that. Though you'd have to do it right, you know, you have to give it, you gotta do it justice, you know? Can't just half-ass it. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm gonna attach this little popsicle stick here. Like that. And then I'm gonna put one on the other one just so that they match. There we go. And then hopefully Boom. It's not perfect or nothing, but I think that'll work for what we need. So I got something to attach it to the arm officially, so that should work. Let's give this a whirl here. So I think what I'm gonna do is when I go to attach this, because I want the hand to be able to open up wide like this, so that it can kind of be pressed up against the plushie. I'm gonna physically on the underside of his arm make like an indent for this middle finger to sort of sit in, just because like otherwise it won't be able to open wide enough for what I want it to look like. So basically that just means I'm taking this piece and making it way shorter. Like that. So if we attach this here, like so, should be able to open up all the way. And then kind of want it to be more like this. Okay, so if we could I'm gonna have to put a little piece of foam there just to get it angled correctly. Just because I want it to have that perfect resting spot, if that makes sense. So I need it to be triangle. Triangle. So we'll glue that on there, and glue that to that. An angle. Wait, I put that on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I realize I have not been reading the comments for a sec. Give me 1 sec, guys. What y'all saying? Hey, Toxic Cheese Whiz, welcome. I don't know how long you've been here, but hello. Alright, this should be good. This? He just looks like he's sassy. He said, girlfriend. Let me just trim this a bit more. Need to make sure it can open. Let's see. I think I might have put the foam piece on the wrong section, because I want this to be fine. I needed to put it on this piece actually. Whoops. Put it like this. No, that doesn't look right. Wait. What? Maybe I just need to extend this a little. I'm trying to mess with it a little too much. Just doesn't want to. That's what it is. I want to at least get this attached before I end today's stream, because we've already been going for an hour and a half. What? That's crazy to me. Man, I really want to make sure I get back into my streaming schedule for next week. Because I really hated missing a few live streams. So hopefully should be able to remedy that. I have it like this, it should give me enough space to put a little tiger plushie in his hand. Maybe? Wait. The Tiger Rock plushie might end up being slightly deformed, but we love that for him. I think that's a price I am willing to pay. Some of you may die. You forgot to make how to make microwavable macaroni and cheese? My sibling in Christ. It's on the box. Wait. Oh, shit. I did it wrong. No. It's alright. Ooh. You want to make a series based on the Fredbear Fright or Fazbear Fright volumes 1 and 2? Similar to Stranger Things. Ooh, I definitely get the same vibe, like from the idea and stuff. It's cool. Okay, I think if I attach this like so. Wait. I just need to stare at this for a second to try to. Whoa, sis. I think I know why I'm struggling with this. I think I need to change it just a little. Okay. I think I know what to do. So we'll glue this for now. Just hold it for a sec. You got soda up your nose? That sounds horrible. Remember, hydrate or die straight. Ooh, water has never tasted so good. So we got the slight bend in his arm done, and his hand still kind of works. But what I want is for this piece. There. I think. Wait. Yeah. This piece needs to be more at a lower angle here. That. Yeah, that's perfect, like that. Okay, let's trim this. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Trying to make sure to leave enough space for the little tiger plushie to sit comfortably. I think it should work, hopefully. Hell yeah. Because you can kind of just cradle it a little bit. Alright, let's take this piece off. It looks a little janky, but so far it's working. I just need to re-secure a few pieces here, make it a little stronger. Plus, you can kind of still go like this. Alright, I like him a bit more now since his hand is almost done. He looks a bit more actually like a decent build. Because for a while, I'll be real, one of the reasons I wasn't really working on him was because I didn't really like how he was turning out so far. But I think this arm adds a lot. Yeah, chat's going a little quiet. We have been streaming a little longer than normal. Hour 37. Probably call it in a little, like a couple minutes, but I just want to finish this arm piece a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some foam and kind of use that to fill this gap section here just a little bit. So hopefully give it like a little bit more stability, yeah. go. You can hopefully see this little gray piece right here. I'm gluing that in place. Do the other side too. Yeah, the ending of FNAF 2. We found one. A real one. Dude, I was so hyped. Ah, absolute cinema. I will say I was so like disappointed though on how abruptly it ended. Cause like, I just wanted it to keep going, you know? Dude, I hope we get some version of like Lefty in the third one, since we got Henry and the puppet running around jumping in and out of costumes and stuff. Spoilers. A lot of characters wearing other characters this year, or last year, huh? The Mimic, then the puppet. Interesting. Coincidence? I think not. I watched The Incredibles recently, and I did not realize how many memes were in that movie. And I love it even more now. Oh my goodness, yeah, the honey scam. I remember Markiplier's video on it, and I was just like, huh. Like, I'll be real, I used honey a couple times. Never really did a ton of online shopping, to be honest. But I was like, alright, uninstall. Like, as soon as I heard all of that crazy stuff. Cause like, what the fuck? Honey really did so many dudes dirty. Hey, that he looks like he's about to sing. He's like yeah. Alright, let's glue one more piece right here. I think I broke the last one, so we'll have to re-trim one. Let It Go remix by David. Oh. I don't know what that means, but okay. So I think I'll be able to put a magnet in his arm, and then a magnet in the little plushie as well, to sort of hold it in place here. I think that's the the current game plan. But I want to say that's a pretty decent spot right now to stop, just because we're already like almost at 2 hours, like 15 minutes till. This was a lot of fun, guys. Let's see here. Put that back to here. But yeah, so you guys can see this is what we've done with his little arm here. So he can kind of put it on his hip. But he can also hold it about here so that I can use some foil to make the body of the Tiger Rock plushie to be this like custom shape here. So it won't be exactly like a perfect plushie, but it'll fit, if that makes sense. And then yeah, I can still make his hand go like this too from the backside. So if I turn it like this, I can have him go like, hello. So yeah. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna turn this light off because oh my god. Like I said, I'm gonna get another light. Maybe I'll try to find like a ring light or something that I could put over here to make it a little bit brighter for you guys. Though I do kind of like the slightly darker vibe. Not like darker like dark, but like vibes of like chill nighttime kind of vibes, you know. And yeah. Alrighty guys. I say this every time, so I'm just gonna say it again. I try to live stream every week on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you guys next week. I hope that you guys will tune in. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, I don't really have any new When Fate Comes Knocking stuff to show you prop-wise, but I did release a music video preview, and I have been editing on it more since the preview has been done. So all I'll say is that the stuff you guys haven't seen yet is even better. Like, you guys will freak out once this video drops. And yeah, alright. Have a good one, guys. Love you.